Hello and welcome back to White Glove Watches. My name is Bo. Today we're going to be doing an unboxing and review of the Aquatico Dolphin 39mm. I haven't seen a review of this online yet. I'm not quite sure when it came out. I'm kind of surprised nobody's reviewed it yet because it is a 39mm, so it's a little bit more classic. Get this off of here. But I was intrigued. I really hope it has the same case back that they've had for a while. I think it's the best in the business. Alright, nice plain cardboard box, Aquatico on the top. Non-filled out warranty card. Get this sharp thing out of the way. Some sort of something. Ah, chance to win $100 off the next order. Foam, more foam. Ooh. All right, that is nice. I like the size. I love the blue dial. Let's see what else it comes with. Comes with a nice tropic rubber strap. And that's it. All right. All right, plastic's off and I got it sized up for my wrist. Initial impressions, I love the dimensions. It's 39mm by 47mm by 12.5mm high. Good classic proportions. It's lightweight, it's only 128 grams, which is kind of surprising. They do say it's 3/16 stainless steel. I love the light blue of the dial. I like the way the red second hand pops against it. I expect this to pretty much disappear on my wrist as I wear it. Let me do a quick wrist shot. Oh yeah, that's really comfortable. Sits fairly well. Seems to wear a bit smaller than it actually is. The bezel seems kind of tight. Action seems okay. It doesn't seem great, but it seems okay. Ooh. Alright, it's got a good bit of play, but it does line up pretty well. It's pretty tight too. Probably gonna have to put some oil on that. Doesn't have much of a pop. Date window's got a nice click to it. It is hacking. Feels nice and super smooth. Ooh, the winding is super buttery smooth. Yeah, that feels fantastic. It does have sapphire crystal, machine clasp, solid end links, a signed screw down crown and screw down case back. I love this case back. So it's got all the right specs. All right, well, I'm going to pop this on my wrist and wear it for a few days, and then I'll get back with the rest of the review. All right, so I've been wearing this for a few days now, and I have to say it's the epitome of a desk diver. The proportions are fantastic. You just completely forget it's on your wrist. Even the clasp is small. It doesn't drag on the desk. The bracelet is super comfortable. It's never too loose, never too tight. You know, it's got 4 micro adjusts. I've never had to move it. It fits my wrist perfectly. It's a little jangly, kind of Seiko-like, but I don't mind that. Once it's on the wrist, you really don't notice that at all. The finishing on the case is very good. It's not perfect, but it's very good. The high polish is done well. The brushing is nice and smooth, very even. The one thing I do have to say about the bracelet is it's almost impossible to get off. This thing took me a good half an hour to get off of here. I've never come across that before. And I actually managed to scratch up the case a little bit trying to get it off of there. So here it is on the supplied rubber strap. It's a very well made strap. Nice perforations. It really lets your skin breathe. My favorite part of the watch, this case back. The mermaid riding the dolphin. Now the etching isn't great. You can see where it's already rubbed and scratched, and I've done basically nothing to this watch except for put it on. But it's a case back. I don't really care. It just goes against my skin. But you can see they have a great sense of humor. I absolutely love this case back. It is the one weird thing. You can hear it popping. It's flat, so it pushes against the side of the watch. You don't really run into that while you're wearing it, but it is kind of odd. So I'm going to go ahead and put it back on the bracelet, because that bracelet is extraordinarily comfortable. And it was an absolute bastard to get off, so I'm pretty sure I'm just going to leave it on that bracelet forever. The dial, I love the color. It's not something you come across very often. MAS is coming out with something soon that's a very similar color. I'm interested to take a look at it. Everything is printed on. The loom is printed on. I wish they'd put a few more layers on that loom, because the loom is not fantastic. We'll go into that in a little bit. The hands, I've never been a huge fan of the Mercedes style, except for on the Rolex. And these really do look kind of cheap. They just look like stamped aluminum. There's something about that minute hand. It just seems kind of the wrong size. That's probably just me. I don't know, but it just doesn't seem quite right. I love the red lollipop. I think it's striking against the dial. Overall, it's really nice. I got no problems with it. The main problems I have with this watch, really the only problem I have with this watch, is the bezel. So this thing, it's not the easiest to turn. It's loosened up over the past couple days. I keep playing with it. But it doesn't really have very positive clicks. God, it's tough. And it does line up, but there's a lot of back play. So you have to put it one past and then pull it back. I'm a bit of a bezel Nazi. I really can't stand that. The other issue I have with it is, do you see how much space there is under that bezel? I don't know if you can hear it. It's constantly clicking. It's really loud. Even when you're not using it, it just touches against something and just click, click, click. I'm not a fan. This alone probably would have kept me from buying this watch. So let's take a look at the loom. The loom, it's not heavily applied. It's there. It's okay. You can see after an hour and a half, it's faded away quite a bit. It's a little underwhelming. I don't expect everything at this price point. It's not going to ever bother me. This isn't a watch that I expected to be a Loom monster, but it would have been nice to see another layer or two on there. My overall thoughts on this watch, it's a nice little watch. I'll probably wear this fairly often, just because I'm not absolutely in love with it. It does go well with everything, and it does wear really well. Would I buy it again? Well, Aquatico's asking $300 for this thing. At $300, no, absolutely not a chance. I got it for 20% off on their Easter sale, which made it $240. I'm okay with that. I would have preferred to see the price on this somewhere around $199 or a little bit below. Then I think it probably would have been a really good deal. But as is, no, I definitely would not pay $300 for this thing. $240, I probably wouldn't have, just because of this bezel. It's okay, but it's not great. You know, I'm not crazy about the hands. There's just something slightly off about them. You know, at the $240, $250 price point, there's just so much else out there. Axios is about to come out with the Pathfinder. That's launching at $250. I haven't seen it, so I shouldn't compare it to it, but just looking at their past offerings, I'm sure it'll be a higher quality than this. This really does feel, you know, you can tell that this is an inexpensive Chinese watch. It's a lot nicer than some of the stuff you get off AliExpress, but then again, I have a couple off AliExpress that I got for $140, $150 that are much nicer than this. But that being said, I'll probably wear this watch a lot more than most of my others, just because it's so comfortable. So really, it's like, you know, having a Honda Civic DX. It's a good little watch, good movement. If something happens to it, oh well. So, you know, I'm not going to cry a river. And that's it. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit like and subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching.